Hey Virgos, welcome and welcome back to the Honey Sea Star Tarot, and this is going to be your weekend read from the July 26th through the 28th. Can you believe it's like almost the end of July already? But seriously, before we get started, I just wanted to say thank you to each and every one of you guys. Like seriously, we actually have more than 400 subscribers. I can't even talk. I'm so like, pinch me, don't pinch me, seriously. But either way, seriously, thank you guys so much for all your love and support, listening and likes, subscribes, shares. Each and every bit of the growth, each and every bit of this journey has been because of you guys. And so thank you guys for all your love and support. I love you back. And seriously, let's keep growing this channel. Like seriously, you guys are amazing. So let's get started here. So this weekend is kind of an interesting one, especially when it comes to financial aspects. We do have a half moon in Taurus. We'll talk about it. But Spirit, what messages do you have for us to start things off here? Let's put them out. Okay. Thank you. Okay. All of them fell out. So I'm feeling inclined to turn them up right here for the story. Okay, so starting things out here coming into this weekend, and this does not surprise me here, one being Virgos, but also two with the moon being in Aries, as well as having a sextile with Jupiter right now. So with your energy right now, there is a lot of basically hard work here with the Seven of Pentacles. You are focused, you're planning, you're progressing more importantly, but there also is some reflection as to how far you've come. And the Seven of Pentacles really signifies like looking at your garden when it comes into its fruitfulness. Really ruminating on every step, every reward that gets you from turning the soil to seeding, to even weeding and nurturing and even training the vines up. Each and every step along the way is kind of where you're at, like with looking at how far you've come. And so this is a really wonderful energy. The one thing with it as well is it can also signify a little bit of workaholism. No judgment, I'm totally there. Right there with you. But with the Eight of Pentacles directly after that, I mean, that is like you are focused on your goals. You are focused on money. You are focused, more importantly, on developing and mastering your talent and your craft. And really with the gift of perfectionism and focus to detail that Virgos have, this really shows that you got your mind on your money and your money on your mind. But either way, like I was saying, the moon is going to be in Aries here on the 26th. And so there's that energy, there's that fire behind you, especially when it comes to your aspirations, like with the Ace of Swords. This is where it's like if you have been feeling stagnant, you are rising instead to this new challenge. You're making decisions where before there may have been indecisiveness. But also, too, you're motivated with the heart and the mind. You've got the courage behind you. You've got the potential and also the creativity behind you. But you're stepping into, basically, you're stepping into the driver's seat is how I would put it, into your higher calling and leadership. And like I was saying here, with the sextile between the moon and Jupiter during this time, Jupiter's in Gemini. And so that also is really, it's all about networking. It's all about communications. But with this particular sextile, good money can be made during this time. There's high opportunity for financial rewards. Also, too, you may also feel a calling towards getting close to water, where water really feels like home. And so between this energy, if you have been feeling stagnant, to get things really moving, what really is coming to mind is like, when you're at the beach and you're watching those waves come in, you're basically, and even if you're wading in that and you feel that current, like basically pulling you towards shore, kind of easing off and then coming back. But it basically gets you into that flowing energy where you're ready to receive what you've been working so hard with. And really, this has been a journey here. Like I say, I mean, this is a transition. You're exiting away from past sorrows, But more importantly, you're transforming. You're moving from difficult to calming waters, and it's because of the good work that you've done with healing. Now, I do see, just looking at this, we've got a lot of Aquarian sign in here. We also have some Taurian energy, as well as a bit of Virgo here too, and Gemini too. So I don't know if you're dealing with any of those signs here as well. But at this point here, what's nice is you've kind of taken your power back. And with the Seven of Cups, you've got options. You've got ways to go. But what I feel in this is that you're focused. Right now, you know which way to go. At this point too, like I say, you've kind of taken your power back in the way where you've got your creativity and your inspiration behind you. The trick with the Seven of Cups, though, is that there is some superficiality temptations that will also stand basically in your way or kind of tempt you along your way. And so it's important to, especially with Neptune aspects going on right now, it's important to make sure that you also stay grounded in your decisions, not to necessarily let your imagination move you or steer you towards a realm of more fantastical or delusionment, because that will kind of trip you up a bit with the Seven of Cups. So like I say, what's wonderful here is you've got this wonderful start to the beginning of the week where you've got your focus here. And more importantly, you've got your power back where you do have options. And I think what really is cool here is that basically what it tells me is you've been trying different things with entrepreneurship or with financial aspects. And you're kind of weeding out what works, what hasn't been working, and more importantly, what works for you. Now, with the Nine of Swords here that fell out, this could also still be where some are troubled here. And I think in this one, what I really get is that there's still a haunting of loss from the past that you're dealing with. There's a bit of anxiety and despair that's involved with it. And what I see in that, especially with the Seven of Cups right here prior, is that, you've been haunted in the way of, have I made the right choice? There could have been a past job or a past career choice that you left or that you made that you're kind of questioning, like, did I make the right choice, basically? What Spirit is saying here is absolutely, with the Nine of Cups, believe that wishes really do come true. You are one step away from success, excuse me. But more importantly, there's a material success that's surrounding you, an abundance that's surrounding you. And it's due to your hard work, and it's due to taking your power back. And more importantly, holding that close in a very pragmatic and practical way, basically is how I would look at this. There also is some Geminian energy here and there too. And two, what I also saw here was some Scorpion energy. So I don't know if any of you have a Scorpio rising or a Gemini rising, but if this speaks to you, by all means, and you feel comfortable, please share your story in the comments below, because this is a story where, like I say, it's at this point of, like, you've been working and you're rising to the challenge, you're moving away from issues, and then you're still wondering if you made the right choice. And Spirit is saying, yes. Yes, you absolutely have. Now, I do want to prepare you. On the 27th here, we do have a half moon in Taurus. And so Taurus really represents, the care of stability, home, finances. And so it really puts the focus on that as well. With a half moon here, it could also it basically leads to difficulties signifying those areas, whether it be work or health. And so now is the time as well, especially with these, with the Nine of Swords and the Seven of Cups popping out, if you are questioning things, now is the time to think before you act. But I also too will say, that flew out, this too shall pass, because on the 28th, the moon, which is in Taurus, is going to also be sextile with Saturn, which is in Pisces. And Pisces is the dreaming sign, right? Or the sign of the dreamer, the visionary. And so this sextile really increases your sense of responsibility, your sense of organizational talent. And so it also gives you a leg up on pursuing your goals with not only care, but deliberation. So like I say, if you've got options, temptation, you're wondering if you made the right choice, again, Spirit is saying here, you are standing in your power of the Queen of Cups. You're warm, you're empathetic, but also too, you're holding that purity in thought and purity in heart. And you're using your gut, basically. use that charisma, use your intuition to really guide you during this time, especially if you've got options on where to go. But like I say, what I really read in the beginning of this is that possibly if you were feeling like you didn't know the right home or the right way to go, you're finding that right now. Like, you're focused, you know exactly where to go. It's just at this point, it's more of developing that plan of how to get there. Now, we did also have, let's see here, the King of Cups fall out, the Magician, and then also the Nine of Wands in reverse. So basically, I mean, that's just crazy. The King and the Queen here, right back to back. You may also be meeting somebody here this weekend, whether it be a business partner or another fellow leader, but somebody that really calls to you. And basically with the King of Cups, regardless here, this is also somebody that is also very compassionate, could be in a place of management or leadership already. But this also, what I see in this is also like very much a professional relationship. So you may very well be meeting somebody through working or through networking. But with the Magician here, like I say, it's about using your intuition. It's about using your constructive creative power, and so and also to your did I say communication? Don't judge. Anyway, now is the time really where you're manifesting your plans. Everything is ready. You're putting ideas into practice. And so, like I say, this is the half moon that really will kind of be that wake-up call, where you're looking at anything that's got some instability around your finances, around your home, around your relationships too, and your health. And you're kind of looking at, okay, what needs to change in order for me to get to those goals with care and deliberation in a practical matter, but also too in a responsible way, in an organized way. And so with the Knight of Wands here too, sorry about that, I bumped the camera there, or the tripod. But with the Knight of Wands here in reverse, you could be hesitating, basically. You could be facing or kind of dealing with a lack of confidence during this time, and it's causing you to drag your feet. What Spirit's saying here is it could also be too that with the Emperor here, you could be battling some aspects against social norms or social authorities or leaderships during this time too, with taking that leap. And that may be where what's causing your insecurity. I look at this in some ways as it could be that I hesitate to use the word bully. There could be some bully aspects about it, but either way, it's about, like, you know, laws, rules, regulations. What's prohibiting you in those areas to really pursue your goals in the way, like really getting that paperwork, the foundation, say if you're starting a business, getting that LLC, getting the proper tax records in S&E record keeping done, or keeping up with it, those types of things. Not great examples, but know what I meant, not what I said, if it doesn't resonate. But either way, there could be some types of authoritarian aspects that you're basically facing, or adversaries that you're facing. But the Emperor also too represents standing in your power, you know, utilizing your self-discipline and your reason to step into your leadership, your place of management, and more importantly, your ambition. The other thing about the Emperor too is that there is support, basically. It does represent sturdiness of foundations. And so especially with the Three of Pentacles popping out too, this is really about teamwork. This is about collaboration. And so what I can see in this is, you know, if you have, reading it two ways, if there has been any insecurities based on a lack of confidence due to authoritarian aspects or issues, I guess, that have been hindrances as opposed to, now is the time really to flip that script, right? And so I'm just going back to like feeling the current of the waves coming in a sea or an ocean. You know, now is the time really to stand strong and to stand firm, but also be flexible, basically, to flow with that movement. And so look what's not working, look what's, you know, what possibly is a hindrance, and look at the opposite. You now have that wisdom with you, so how do we use that, basically? And it's through that collaboration of working together towards those common goals where you'll find those rewards. But with the Three of Pentacles too, again, this speaks to meaningful work and monetary rewards. So like I say, especially with the sextile with Jupiter, good money can be made during this weekend. I think you're really going to be looking with that half moon, basically at the stability, your stability, at your finances, your home, your health, looking at what's working and what's not working, but more importantly, utilizing that sextile between Saturn and the moon to increase your sense of increase the sense of pursuing your goals with responsibility and organization, as well as care and deliberation. And so this is kind of that weekend where it's like you're walking in your purpose and you're steadfast. It's absolutely beautiful. And like I say, if this resonates, by all means, and you feel comfortable, share your story in the comments below, or even if not, put a heart in the comments below. That way we can help celebrate you, help lift you up, and help encourage you and support you along your journey, because this is absolutely beautiful. And again, at the bottom of the deck, you've got the Two of Cups. It's all about cooperation, new friendships, compatibilities, meeting the right people. The Hanged Man, basically this is like all about prophecy. You've always known what your gift to the world is. And now it's basically where your trust is being tested. Now is the time to gain that new perspective of the wisdom that you've learned along the way, so that you can go ahead and fully, truly take this fresh start. I also do want to just say here, we do have the three, I'm going to stop after this, I promise. But we do have the Three of Swords here, so, there could be some misunderstandings or some quarrels that have been an issue. Power imbalances, again, kind of speaks to that here too. Release that issue. Find the balance, especially with that Libran energy, because right now the Four of Wands is popping out. This is your time of prosperity and success. This is the time to harvest what you've been building, what you've been focusing on. And so it's kind of one of those things of, like I say, as you come out of this weekend, you'll really be increasing your sense of, okay, I know where I want to go. Yes, I've got options. But more importantly, now I've got my tribe. I've got the support here. And like I say, just as a shout out too, this channel is meant to support you as well. So if there's anything that, we can do to help lift you up as well, like I say, let us know in the comments below. But either way, if this resonates, like I say, my heart goes out to you, because this is absolutely a beautiful journey. This is all about your hard work and how far you've come, and more importantly, the success that you're starting to see. So, Spirit, let's get some additional messages here from the Herbal Witch Tarot here. Okay, so we've got the Nine of Cups again. Again, your desires will come true. Spirit's reassuring you. You are manifesting, but right now is where you are really starting to see that success and stand in that place of contentment, of happiness, of attainment in reaping those rewards. And so don't give up on your dreams. Keep going. And with the Page of Pentacles here, this is the arrival of good news, especially when it comes to material things. You are, again, I just go back to the waves where you're standing steadfast with your feet in the sand. You are well grounded. You have new ventures here. And most importantly, against all those temptations, despite all those temptations, you're focused. You know exactly where to go. And you have your eye on what you want most in the world to be and become and to build. Okay, so we also have, we've got the Ten of Pentacles, and then we also have the Wheel of Fortune. Oh my goodness. Okay, sorry. Got excited. So, nine. The Nine of Coins or Pentacles, whatever. But either way, this is a period, this is wonderful. This is a period of prosperity, but what I really get out of this is, especially if any of you are entrepreneurs, this is a point of financial success and financial freedom. What I see in this is that you are reaching your goals. You have the support of family, of friendship, of your tribe, I guess is how I always like to look at it. But most importantly, the wheel is turning in your favor. This is absolutely beautiful. Now, the Wheel of Fortune too, like I say, there has been risk. It does also represent, when you turn the wheel, what comes up also goes down. But this is good karma. This is turning in your favor where you have luck at your side. But you also have, it acknowledges that, you are gambling. You are gambling with your future. And that's why you're focused. I mean, this is absolutely beautiful. And it's gambling in a good way. It's with looking at pursuing your goals through calculated risk, through looking at what's working, what's not, learning along the way, seeking that mentorship, that guidance, and also too staying grounded, revisiting those goals and really looking at them for what they are, where you want to go, and also being open to the flow that sometimes where you think you want to go may not be what you, or where you versus where you are may not be what you planned, but the rewards with the journey along the way have taught you so much, have helped you grow, have made you stronger. Anything that's pushed you back has absolutely been embraced where you've turned those wounds to wisdom. Now with the moon here too, this basically is you're pursuing the unknown. And again, it speaks to that gambling piece. You're following your dreams. You're using your intuition. You're also learning along the way. It's not without deception, right? Nobody promises that life will be perfect, but in the end, the beauty and the gift that we each and every one of us has is that we get to choose who we are, who we want to become, and where we want to go. And this is absolutely who you are and what you're building. I mean, this is gorgeous too, except the bottom of the deck, we've got the World, the Sun, and the Ten of Cups. I mean, this is gorgeous. And then too, like I'm saying, it's just, you're standing your ground at the on the bottom of that. And, I'm sorry. Okay, I'll stop. But this is just absolutely beautiful. So what Spirit is really saying here is keep going. The universe absolutely supports you. Things are in your favor and you are basically moving towards completion and towards reward and towards movement. Expect movement with the World here too. But with the Sun, like I say, this is about success, about happiness. Good money can be made this weekend, and knowing where you want to go, looking at your finances, your home, things that aren't working with your stability, and also too, most importantly, finding that practical clarity of pursuing your goal, with care and deliberation. You're on the right path. I mean, everything will go well, not only with financial aspects, but this is about health. This is about your dreams. And with the Ten of Cups, like I say, wishes do come true. This is about love, luck, family, success, stability, fulfillment. And like I say, you are standing your ground. Whatever confrontation has been there, whatever you've had to defend, whenever you've been tempted, and you've had to persevere and fight for your goals through those risks, through the unknown, you've stood your ground, and this is your reward. So like I say, keep going. This is the weekend where you will be reinvigorated in the ways of knowing exactly what you're doing is the right path, how to get and grow what you want, but most importantly, taking the responsibility for it as well, with care and deliberation, and taking responsibility and ownership of the talents that you have and the gifts that you give to this world. And like I say, with making a point of sharing those with the world. Now, I'm just kind of looking at for the major, looking at the major arcana here, supporting those big changes here this weekend. Those are more of our monumental changes. And I mean, this is absolutely beautiful. So basically for a synopsis, I think, is it this way? I think so, yes. So as a synopsis for the reading, we've got the Hangman, the Magician, and the Emperor. I mean, this is self-sacrifice, spiritual growth, that inner calling of prophecy, of knowing what you're meant to do, trusting, despite the fact that you've been, trusting in spirit, trusting in your dream, trusting in yourself and your intuition, basically, even though you've been tested. Knowing that basically you have found that constructive creative power, finding your self-mastery, manifesting your plans, putting ideas into practice, and also learning and mastering along the way where everything is ready for you to take action and step into your place of leadership. step into this place where your ambitions are able, your self-discipline, your reason is leading you to this place of self-mastery and leadership, and stepping into the authority that you're given with the gifts that you're born with. And also, too, providing support, lifting others up along the way of following your dreams. So this is gorgeous. Okay, but for those, I just wanted to also look at the major arcana for music therapy. So if you have been feeling any chakra blockages, by all means, music therapy, or sound baths, even salt baths will really help with getting that energy flowing. And like I say, if you're around a body of water, you'll very much probably be called to water, where water will feel like home this weekend towards you, or to you, especially with that focus on the half moon in Taurus on stability and home. So, take some time if you can to get in the water, get your feet even in the water, and feel that movement of the waves. That'll also get your energy flowing and get you open to receiving what's meant best for you and letting go of whatever is not working and what you're needing to leave in the past. So for music therapy wise, what we pulled was the G sharp, the E, and then also the C. So for music therapy wise, try and play around with those, get your chakras moving. And then also too, as a reminder, make sure to drink plenty of water afterwards. It's not only good to detoxify, but it's also good to let that rejuvenation in, that replenishment in too, so that you can really walk forward with care and deliberation. Now, I do also want to just go ahead and pull some spirit animal totems, see what additional wisdom our ancestors can give us here this weekend. So, Spirit, what additional messages do you have guidance-wise for us? Thank you. So, again, oh my goodness. Okay, so with the pronghorn, now is the time to take action. Opportunities are here. Move forward with confidence. Your talents will always help you land on the pinnacle. Your quick wit and keen senses will lead you to success. And so, like I say, follow that intuition, follow that gut, because right now you've got this. Now is the time to act. You are standing in your magician power here, where you are manifesting. So, Spirit, what additional messages do you have for us before we close this out? Oh my goodness, thank you. Okay. So we've got the sea otter, which is happiness. Be the master of playful living. So again, it brings to mind with a workaholism. For as much as you work, make sure to play. And I know with Virgos, we're a sign of service. So a lot of what we do with work is what we love to do, right? But make sure to also not be so captivated with the work piece. Release those expectations and just enjoy every day. Enjoy every bit of the journey. Let go of worry and instead choose love. Surrender to the waves. Your good destiny of love is sure. Have faith. It's there. It's right there. And then also too, we've got the raven, which is the shaman. And so you are the creator and magician. Use your gifts for good. There is power in your wisdom and words. Connect with the elemental spirits and glide through the void. Claim your place as keeper of the mysteries. Beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. That was awesome. So I hope this message helped. Like I say, if this resonated, by all means, please like, share, subscribe. Help with supporting the channel, getting the algorithm to get this message out to as many Virgos as we can. That way we can help lift all Virgos up, or as many of us as we can. I don't know why I just got tongue-tied here, but either way, I'm trying to say thank you guys so much for listening. Hope this message helps. Take care, and I'll see you in the next message.